Alright, I am back with more Stormblood. Man, I love the ambience of this place. This is definitely one of my favorite towns in the game so far. I could see myself coming back here every now and then just to chill out and take in the scenery. Alright. We've got more underwater exploration to do. First, let's go pick up this blue quest over here, which is probably an ether current. Okay, let's see what we got. Slender Kojin. The sword in the stone. The Slender Kojin is looking for a man who is light on his feet. It's so far away, but I cannot give up just yet. Oh, a visitor. My. Your footsteps were so light I did not hear you approach. I could really use the assistance of one as nimble as yourself. Do you see that sword protruding from that large boulder up there? I must find a way to procure it that I might accomplish my dreams. Like all the others, I want so desperately to explore the surface in search of treasure. To do so, however, I must prove to the village elders I am worthy of embarking upon such excursions by retrieving that sword. My comrades have given me advice on how I might reach it, but every time I get close, I lose my footing and end up tumbling into the waters below. Could you, perhaps, do me a favor by demonstrating how I might get there? Come, let us move up above. I shall observe your lithe movements from up there. Alright, so he wants me to do some parkour. I can do that. Do you spy that large plateau jutting out of the cave walls over there? Can you begin by jumping over to it? Okay, so I can't use a mount. Should still be easy enough. I too can make it to the plateau, but it's from there that things become tricky. Every step must be taken with calculated precision or you risk, like me, plummeting into the waters below. Alright, can I make that without sprint? Yeah. Just barely. That was close. So that is how you must do it. I shall give it a try. Nice. Ouch. I guess you take damage from jumping on water from that height. I am beyond impressed. You are possessed of incredible grace. It is clear to me now. One must tense all the muscles in their legs, then push off from the rock to gain enough momentum to make it to the next one. You have restored my confidence. Thanks to you, I am one step closer to fulfilling my dream of exploring what the world above has to offer. Another ether current collected. How many do we have left here? 2 from quests, 2 from exploration. Okay, let's go back into the sea. I really like this. This is fun. Okay, going past the village that we were at before and into the unknown. Oh, what's this? Let's see what's over here. The anemone gardens. Ew, gross. Little slug creatures. Okay, so in here is just a bunch of snails chilling out. Here's Lise and Alisaie. Leave this area to me. If this wreck is the self-same vessel of which Soraban spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Jaguar. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. Okay. Getting closer. Must be over here. Is it on the ship somewhere? Can I go inside? Nope. Oh, here it is. That was a little tricky. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Gosetsu would have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you, Jaguar? This is it. The Yasakani no Magatama, exactly as Soraban described. It would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. The whims of the divine. As ever, Alize is eager to keep moving. Much as I would like to return and thank Yugiri's parents for their assistance, my time is of the essence. I say we make for Tamamizu at once. Hold on to it for now, Jaguar. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with that red Kojin. Now we gotta go back to Tamamizu, but there's Blue Quest farther this way. Oh, this is getting really deep. Kind of creepy. Music went away. Whoa. It's like a whole town down here. Hey Tanai, welcome. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Jaguar. Though he might not show it, Shiosai is secretly very grateful to you, too. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however, indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there's not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you'll be unable to pass through the gates without it. Suishi of the Violet Tides. Entrance is a bubble. Nestled on the sands of the turquoise trench, 1,000 fathoms below the surface of the Ruby Sea, is Shisui of the Violet Tides, a resplendent palace erected by Rayan refugees who fled underwater to escape the constant wars that raged upon the land. Its unique beauty is nigh unparalleled. The light, however, quickly fades from its once peaceful halls as sinister wraiths from the void pour forth, seizing the souls of all its occupants, including that of the Ruby Princess. Now, none but the Warrior of Light can save the Shisui of the Violet Tides from the darkness that threatens to engulf it whole. A good dungeon. Nice. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a listing and then I'll continue the main story quest while we wait for it to fill. Party finder. Alright, I think that's everything. Alright, cool. Let's head back to Tamamisu. This trench is really creepy. I feel like there's a sea monster just gonna pop out any moment. I'm doing great today. How about you? Oh no, not the baby shark song. It's gonna get stuck in my head for like days now. What do you think it will be? Some sort of secret weapon or elaborate plan? I can't wait to find out. We fulfilled our end of the bargain. Now it's their turn. It's so good to see you again, my friends. Have you brought the Magatama? Good, glad to hear you're doing great as well. You're returned, and with the Yasakani no Magatama, I trust. Yes, there's no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about the Red Kojin, you said there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed, and yes, I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in the material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to this most sacred of treasures, you've demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat with men and women such as you is to invite fortune into our homes. Gladly will we aid your cause. All is ready, Soroban? Then give them what they require. This is a ceremonial knife of some sort. Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open, the treasure vault of the Kojin on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of the red or the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response time would by necessity be immediate. Kojin would be summoned from realms around to defend their treasures. And where we sow enough chaos, the Reds in service to the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well. Aha! Give the Confederacy the sign they've been waiting for. Without the Kojin, the Imperials don't have nearly enough troops in Asari to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy ground. home to 1,000 kami. To intrude upon it would be without paying proper respects is a sacrilege we cannot condone. So, if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be alright? Great. How do we do that again? The Yasakani no Magatama is one of the 3 most coveted treasures of the Kojin. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel on to the others, and thereby make them whole, the kami may forgive your trespass and instead delight in your mischief-making. So, if I understand you correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by your red brothers and deliver it to the treasure vault. More or less, the Yasakani no Magatama belongs on the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would have never found it. And we would not be having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans, and bid them make ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies to the west of Sui no Sado. Look for a cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you in this and all other endeavors. This is going to work, I'm sure of it. I just hope Gosetsu and the others are alright. Yeah, me too. Right then. I'm not normally in the habit of sneaking into heavily guarded treasure vaults, but if this is the only way to convince the Confederacy to act, then so be it. We should be prepared for a fight. The bigger the better. The kind where you'll wish you had 7 of your most battle-hardened friends at your side. Aha, a trial, I presume. Breaking and delivering. Much like her brother, LSA also loves it when a plan comes together. I don't know about you two, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Me too. Let's do this. Right. Not left to say then. To the Isle of Zeki. Right. Let's go and find that cave. LSA is nervous. Back into the depths. It's interesting how this is like completely different climate from Heaven's Ward, the complete opposite. With Heaven's Ward, we were going to cold places, like up in the sky, in the snow. This time we're going to hot places like deserts, and we're going under the sea, going below the surface instead of above the surface. It's a very different feel. I hope you didn't waste too much energy swimming here. Once the fighting starts, I doubt we'll have a moment to rest. Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight into the heart of the Isle of Zeki. Have you got a plan for once we get to the Isle? How about the two of us get the guards' attention while the third heads straight for the vault? Afterwards, the other two join them there, and together we make a stand. With our numbers, it's not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. Fine by me, I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. You read my mind. I also had a mind to ask Jaguar to be one, given his peerless martial prowess. Then it's settled. You two will make your way through the stronghold, creating as much chaos as possible. You know, have some fun. Meanwhile, I will attempt to locate the vault and gain entry with the ceremonial knife. When I'm inside, I will contact you via link pearl. Alright, Alizé's going on a stealth mission. Right, come on, Jaguar. We've got work to do. This is menacing music. Let's create some chaos. Alright, nice. We got someone for the dungeon. Let's see here. post this in a Discord. See if we can get some more people. Alright, there we go. Beat up some turtles. Got Ray's here. Just gonna sneak on by that one. Let's crush some turrets, perchance. Everybody knows the Warrior of Light is cool as frick, perchance. more. Alright, here's Lise. Looks like she's beat up a few turrets. You're a sight for sore eyes. I hope Alice's alright too. Jaguar, Lise, can you hear me? I found the vault. Head northwest. There's a passage leading deeper within. Hurry. Hey, we got a tank. And there's an ether current right here on this shell. Just gonna slip on by. Alright, got a full party. Okay, let's start Sweet She of the Violet Tides. Set it on mid-eye level. Let's do a ready check. Make sure everybody's here. Looks like that's everybody. Cool. Oh, this place looks cool already. Just casually walking on the seafloor. This is great. Get to use this new ability now, Earthly Star. Oh, we're going around the gates. Down our Earthly Star here. Nice. Oh, there's more. Little fish things popped out of the ground. Here's our first boss. Oh, we have to destroy his leg. Oh, and flip him over. It takes more damage. That was perfect timing on the Earthly Star. Oh, what's this? Okay, I have no idea what that was all about. Targeted by something. Well, I'm stuck. I can still use spells though. Stop myself off. Cool. Ooh. Oh. Just immediately burst out and start beating up the DPS. Oh, there's someone over there. Captain of the guard. It's the Ruby Princess. Oh, I'm supposed to go here. Oops. Okay, we lived. Oh, it's like the lasers from Crystal Tower that chase you. Oh, seduce. I turned into an old woman. That was strange. That was pretty cool for a dungeon boss. Those lasers being in such small space compared to a raid seems like they could be dangerous if you're caught off guard by them. Puffer fish chasing after us that explode. Not today, pufferfish. What monstrosity is this? Shi Sui Yohi. Thick fog. Okay, let's destroy these. Oh. Don't want to stand near that, I'm assuming. Yep. Oh. Oh, okay, so you don't want to line those into other people. That makes sense. This boss thing is so good. All right. What was that? Alright, that was a pretty cool dungeon. Definitely liked the visuals in that one. I know not how to thank you. You saved them, Jaguar. You saved all of them, even the Ruby Princess. While she's unharmed, She's currently unconscious. Shiosai has carried her to Sui no Saito, where she might rest undisturbed. It looks as though it will be a while before she wakes. Before we speak any further, however, let us return to the village. Ahoy, here's a vista. Go ahead and take that. Hidden away at the bottom of the turquoise trench, this magnificent palace is home to the Ruby Princess, a leader of those Rayan who dwell beneath the waves. While its beauty can be appreciated from afar, special permission is required to enter the grounds, a privilege seldom granted. Here's the village that we need to go back to. Please allow me to once again thank you for your help. You may be happy to hear that the palace guards are all slowly beginning to return to their senses. It seems peace has finally been restored to the palace. You have saved everyone, including Shiosai, from an untimely death. If only the Ruby Princess would open her eyes, Sui no Saito would be exactly as it was before. Suppose we must simply be grateful for how well things turned out. Now that the worst of the storm has passed and the tides have begun to calm, it is time that I came clean. Oh? Well, yeah, she said she was lying to us. Fathoms below. Kurenai is ready to divulge her great secret. The hour of truth is upon us, yet I am unsure of where to begin. The Ruby Princess, who quietly slumbers on, she... Perhaps this will be easier to explain if you could look upon her as I speak. Please, follow me. I'm not the Ruby Princess's younger sister. In fact, she has no sister. So they aren't sisters. I am the Ruby Princess, ruler of Sui no Sato. Wait, so who we fought wasn't the Ruby Princess. The slumbering girl before you goes by the name of Hisui and is my dearest friend. We've known one another since childhood. Your Grace, I am entirely to blame. Had I been more prepared, more aware, Lady Hisui would not be in this sorry state. See, a few days ago we received visitors from the outside. They'd come to perform a court ritual to protect the Ruby Princess from any potential dangers. we decided to conceal her true identity. I had her lady-in-waiting, Hisui, take her place, as she and her highness bear a great resemblance to each other, something owing to the fact that they are distant blood relatives. I was confident no one would notice the switch. I was right. This is why, when proceedings commenced, it was Lady Hisui who became possessed by the terrible fiend they summoned, and now, well, you can see for yourself what has become of her. To mitigate such disaster, severe restrictions on who can enter and exit Shisui of the Violet Tides have always been in place. In fact, even the Ruby Princess is forbidden by law to leave its gates. When wraith after wraith began appearing, however, I was left with little choice. I whisked Her Highness away to the village and had her pretend to be the Ruby Princess's sister, Kurenai. Kurenai. That was the name I had before my mother passed away and assumed the title of Ruby Princess. It was also the name Hisui would call me growing up. As far back as I can remember, she was there for me, from the best of times to the worst of times. All the laughter and tears we shared. Hisui, is this truly where it ends? Forgive me, my grace. This is my fault. If only there was a way I could go back and prevent all this. Shiosai, there is nothing to forgive. None of us could have predicted this would happen. You are no more to blame for what has happened than I am. Jaguar, you now know everything. I hope you do not think of any less of me for my lie. Now that everything here has been settled, I shall be departing from Soi no Seto. The cure to Hisui's condition can only be found above. I know this because, as the Ruby Princess, it is my duty to study all the available writings at the palace. Very well, Your Grace. Where would you have us go? No, Shiosai. I shall be embarking upon this quest on my own. You will be staying here. The people need you to protect them in my absence. Her Grace has made it clear she would have me remain behind. Master Jaguar, might you accompany her in my stead? While Lady Hisui's body remains, her soul has been long departed. I fear that no amount of rest or magics can cure her. I can only hope that in traveling with you, it will make it easier for Her Grace to come to terms with the tragic fate of her friend. Till such as a time as she must face this truth, however, I asked, nay, beg, that you keep her safe. You are offering to accompany me on my travels. This is incredibly generous of you. Thank you. I shall give you some time to prepare before leaving Soi no Seto. Please come find me as soon as you are ready to go. Part of your world. The Ruby Princess is waiting for you to join her. You are ready to depart. Excellent. Let us make for Anokoro. I believe we will best be served by beginning our search there. See, while we have had next to no contact with the outside world, We do receive the occasional visit from the Kojin of the Blue. During one such visit, I was given a tome filled with fairy tales. It was old, worn, and from what I am given to understand, written in Kugane. It was a story about a fisherman who sailed the Ruby Sea. While traveling, he came across a princess who had fallen into a years-long slumber. She was eventually awakened upon taking an elixir of some sort. What intrigues me, however, is the fact that many of the places this fisherman visited exist in the real world. It makes me wonder if, perhaps, the story is rooted in reality. Our tale begins in Anokoro. You will escort me there? Thank you. Now let us depart without further ado. I wonder if she's not dead and she's just in a death-like slumber like Nanuma was. And we just need an elixir to wake her up. Apologies, my friend, but I will not be able to help you right now. I must give this young lady a tour of our island. So this is Anukoro. It is a lovely place. The people here are incredibly warm. Take this gentleman, for example. As soon as I set foot on the island, he offered to take me on a tour. What are you looking at? Get lost? Why don't you get lost? Wait a minute. I know you. My comrades talk about you all the time. My apologies, sir. I was only just joking with you, of course. Sure you were. One can never have enough rich or powerful friends. That is why I approached your young charge. Figured if I helped her now, she'd someday return the favor should I ever need it. So what brings you to our island? You're looking to learn about a fairy tale. I know nothing of fairies or tales, but mayhap I can direct you to someone who does. There's a fisherman who visits us once a year to hunt for treasure. Some of the men here say he is as old as the seas themselves. I reckon he, of anyone, will be able to tell you your story. Luckily for you, he just arrived the other day. You should be able to find him at the Quickscape Pier. Thank you for your assistance, sir. We will go and speak with him right now. Not to worry, little lady. Just be sure to remember my name and pay me back when the time comes. Jaguar, did the kind gentleman ever give us his name? Without a name, I'm afraid I'll be unable to send him payment for his help. It is terribly unfortunate that there's little that can be done. Now let us make promptly for Quickscape Pier. We do not want to miss the fishermen. Is this the right place? This man looks as though he could be the fisherman the man from earlier mentioned. Hello there. Is there something you need? The tale of the fisherman in the Ruby Sea. Ah, yes, indeed. It has been a long time since I heard that one. I believe it was my great-grandfather who told me. Perhaps my great-great-grandfather. Or perhaps my... Doesn't matter who you heard it from, just tell us the story already. Oh, my apologies. You're right, that particular detail is not relevant to the tale. Let us see if I can remember how it went. Oh, I very much hope you have not forgotten it. We might never know the whole tale if you have. The tome I received as a child was so tattered, I could only read bits and pieces of the story. I recall now. Once upon a time, there was a fisherman on the island of Onokoro who saved a Kojin of the Blue from the maws of a terrible beast. As thanks, the Kojin offered him a vial of liquid. When taken, it would allow the fisherman to plunge into the far depths of the ocean without drowning. It was there that their journey together began. They visited temples, palaces, and villages under the sea. They met all manner of men, women, and creatures, including a beautiful princess who had fallen into a deep, deep slumber. According to her people, she had been like that for years. Hearing this, the Kojin pulled out another vial containing an ancient Tazmizu potion, which had been passed down to him from his great-great-great-grandfather. Or perhaps his great-great-grandfather. To continue with the story, upon giving this mixture, the princess was instantly awakened. The moment their eyes met, she said the fisherman fell in love. They were immediately wed in a palace at the bottom of the sea, where they lived happily ever after. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to recount that regaling tale. It was truly enlightening. Jaguar, from what we heard, I can only assume that this story took place at the Shisui of the Violet Tides. Perhaps we should return to Suino Sado and see if we cannot dig up any mention of this incident. Again, thank you very much, sir. You are a man of great wisdom. Alright, back to the village. Alright, back underwater. While I know little of what life is like on the surface, Seems to be a lovely place. The people are incredibly kind. I grew up listening to stories of how pirates would slit your throat the first chance they got. Those in Onokoro seemed rather cordial. Though perhaps I have your presence in part to thank for that. Shiosai will be joining us shortly. Most stories in Soi no Saido are passed down orally. You should be able to tell us if any of our own stories match the tale that the fisherman recounted for us. A tale in which a Heian fisherman and a princess were brought together by a Kojin and wed in a palace under the sea. Sounds almost as if it is a story about Suishi of the Violet Tides. Though the part about the Ruby Princess marrying a Heir might be something of an embellishment. To your contrary, Your Grace, I believe generations back, a Ruby Princess and a Heian man were once joined in holy matrimony. The son they bore was said to have had almost no scales. Until now, I had considered it merely to be a tall tale spun by the elders for the grandchildren. Yet it is possible that the story is true. Then there's a chance that the remedy also exists. It is not impossible. Your Grace, I must apologize to you. If I were being completely honest, I thought all hope for Lady Hisui's recovery was lost. What you tell me, however, has revived my hope. You are a born leader. Through your actions, you have reversed all of our fates. That is incredibly kind of you to say, but without this wonderful gentleman beside me, I would never have come so far. Indeed, Master Evergreen. Please accept my deepest thanks. So long as you are here, I can rest knowing that Her Grace and our village will remain safe. Now, Your Grace, I suppose you are about to announce your intention to travel to where the Kojin of the Blue reside in search of this miracle cure. I wish you safe travels. Jaguar, at long last I can see the light. Hisui might finally be saved. The elixir of life. The Ruby Princess is eager to depart for Tamamizu. Jaguar, are you ready to go? Good. Then let us immediately set out for Tamamizu. While Soi no Seido has for the most part isolated itself from the rest of the world, we have some little contact with the Kojin of the Blue. This, however, will be my first time visiting their village. You've been there before? Excellent. Then you should be able to show me around. This is a longer quest chain than I first thought it would be. Wonder what all of this is leading to. Tamamizu. It's not so different to that of our own village. Now where should we begin our search for this ancient Kojin remedy? We should find the Kojin who gave you the Book of Fairy Tales. But of course, that is a brilliant idea. If I'm not mistaken, he goes by the name of Inben. Let us go search him out. Here he is. And who might we have here? It has been many years, so it is difficult to be absolutely sure, but I think this is Master Inben, the merchant I told you about. Inben? That is my name. Do we know each other from somewhere? Does the name Kiranai ring a bell? Kiranai? Yes, I remember now. You're the little girl from the palace. People grow so fast, they do. You have changed so much, I scarcely recognize you. Master Inben, I am glad to see you have not forgotten me. We should have sought you out today to ask you something regarding the Book of Fairy Tales you gave me long ago. Ha ha ha, I remember that one. What would you like to know? You are looking for a cure for your sleeping friend. A most noble cause indeed. I am an avid collector of tomes, and one of them is the exact remedy you speak of, an elixir that can wake those who have fallen into a deep slumber. Truly, then might you share with me the recipe so I can recreate it? The recipe should be easy to find. The necessary ingredients, on the other hand, not so much. What do you mean? To make this potion requires the shell of bloated umemi, a giant umemi that has had over 100 years to mature. Decades have passed since one of those was last spotted. Your only hope now would be to capture a umeme larva and wait 100 years for it to grow potent enough to make your cure. No, that cannot be. It's too early to give up. You're absolutely right. Just as you have saved Shisui of the Violet Tides against all odds, so too must we rescue Hisui, regardless of how hopeless it seems. We will find this mystical creature no matter how hard or how long we must search. Perhaps it is as you say. If you were to look hard enough, you will find one. If you are serious about this, I would suggest you begin your search in exile. It was formerly considered a prime hunting ground for these creatures. Kelp was so often used to lure them out of hiding. Then I shall go and gather some straight away. Good. Gather the most succulent stalks you can find. Take them into the cave. If any bloated umemi are present, they will immediately be drawn to you. Or perhaps you should have this man here take them. You appear to be as strong as our gatekeeper, you do. No doubt you will be able to make a quick work of whatever appears. Jaguar, I shall meet you at Exile in a bit. Kelp in hand. This must be the place. Made sure to collect the longest and most luscious stalks of kelp I could find. Here, the hunting grounds Master Inbin mentioned are in the deep recesses of the cave just over there. I see a umemi right there, but is it over 100 years old? From what I gathered, the bloated umemi's great age is what allows them to accumulate an incredible amount of magic, most of which is concentrated in their shell. We can only hope that, should one be here, it will be tempted out of hiding by the sweet smell of its favorite food. This snail definitely looks to be 100 years old with how big it is. Nice. Jaguar, Master Idnbin grew worried and kindly came to check upon us. Did you have any luck in the cave? Is this what I think it is? You did it, Jaguar. You've procured a bloated umemi shell. Perhaps the very last one in existence, even. So this is the shell rumored to be capable of curing any ailment. It looks nothing like that of a regular umemi. That you were able to find one so quickly makes me wonder if the bloated umemi is not gone as we think. Mayhap they simply began burrowing deeper into the earth in response to our excessive hunting. I must make up for this grievous miscalculation. Please, give me the shell. I shall make the remedy you seek and deliver it to Soi no Saito. It may take some time to prepare, but should be well worth the wait. Thank you very much. Now Hisui might finally be saved from eternal slumber. Jaguar, once again, I am in your debt. Together let us return to Soi no Saito, that we might share the story of your success with Shiosai. Shiosai has been duly informed of all that happened. When I told him of how you slayed the bloated Umimi, his eyes went wide and his mouth dropped. Ha ha ha, rarely do I ever see him so surprised. Then again, he has every right to be. Your efforts have allowed Master Inben to set upon making a remedy that should, in theory, have been impossible to recreate. Which reminds me, I believe I owe you an apology. You were only to escort me to Tamamizu, but due to my own inability, you were forced to do so much more than that. Truly, I do not know what I would have done without you. In addition to saving my people, you have opened up my eyes to the world. Through you, I have come to learn so much. When I finally return to Shisui of the Violet Tides and resume my role as the Ruby Princess, I shall look back fondly upon the memories we created together on this grand adventure. Until such time as Hisui awakens, however, I shall remain here. I sorely hope that you shall too. The two princesses of Sui no Seido. The Ruby Princess impatiently awaits Inben's arrival. Jaguar, Master Inban has yet to arrive with the elixir, but we must not allow ourselves to grow impatient. He'll come to us as soon as it is ready. The longer we wait, however, the more I worry about Hisui. Chiosai assures me that she is doing well and that, thanks to one of our own ancient remedies, her bodies and muscles remain strong. Even so, I feel compelled to confirm this with my own eyes. Let us go to her. I'm having her brought from her room. It should not be much longer. Looking upon her, I am reminded of the Ruby Princess from the fairy tale. What causes you to continue sleeping, my friend? Initially, I feared the void scent that possessed her and had driven her soul from her body. Now I suspect Hisui's spirit has simply gone dormant, is attempting to recuperate from the trauma it endured. Master Inban's elixir will likely restore what vitality has been lost. Indeed, that is correct. Hey, it's Inban. Master Inban, I've brought the elixir. In the olden days, we'd sprinkle this over the eggs that refused to hatch. It would serve to strengthen the soul of the Kojin within. Sprinkle? Do you mean to say that Hisui does not need to drink this remedy to recover? Drink it? There is no need for that. All we do is pour this over your friend. Here, I made plenty. So it's different than the one that Nanamo took. And she's back. Hisui. You're awake. Thank the Kami, you are finally awake. I'm sorry for everything. Princess, what are you talking about? She must have lost memory of everything that happened while she was possessed. Think that you had to travel so far and overcome so many obstacles to save me. I know not how to thank you. Nay, 'tis I who must thank you. Think nothing of it, princess. As your lady-in-waiting, it is my duty above all else to ensure that you are protected. Oh, Hisui, truly I am blessed to have you in my life. The girls, they are identical. Cannot, for the life of me, tell them apart. Indeed, there's a great resemblance. Master Evergreen, now that Lady Hisui has awakened, Your Grace must return to the palace and resume her duties there at once. Will I ask that you say your farewells to her here? Do hope that this is not the last you will see of each other. I've watched Her Grace blossom into an intelligent and capable young lady under your care. This made me think that being sequestered in a castle is not the best way to raise our rulers. You've saved us in more ways than I can count, and taught us so much. Sui no Sero is forever changed because of you. Thank you. Thank you for everything. So it is here that our grand adventure draws to a close. I, however, would like to enjoy your company for just a bit longer. Pray allow me to escort you to the gates. We must return to the palace soon, were the people to learn that the Ruby Princess left the palace. We would risk losing their trust. I shall forever cherish my memories of our travels together. Whenever I look back upon them, they will fill my heart with a serene happiness. I came from afar and braved the depths of the sea, all that so that you might rescue a sleeping princess. The story has a familiar ring to it, does it not? Indeed, and just as the tale of the fisherman, mayhap someone somewhere has recorded our story too. Nice. Sadly, this is where I must part ways with you. It is time for me to return to the palace. Farewell, Jaguar. Farewell, Sui no Sero. Or rather, until next time. With me to take Her Highness's place while she is away. Do not imagine it should be too hard for her to sneak out whenever she pleases. Even Shiosai has difficulty telling us apart. All we need do is exchange clothes, and no one will be any the wiser. To prove my point, here's a quick test for you. Look very closely and tell me, am I Kiranai or am I Hisui? Kiranai. The names give it away. Haha, if you thought you could tell us apart by our clothes, you were mistaken. Just earlier we swapped garb, and I am, in fact, Hisui. Despite the numerous journeys we have embarked upon together, it seems you cannot tell us apart. Hisui, let us leave it at that. I think perhaps we've teased Jaguar enough for one day. Just as you have guessed, I'm the real Kiranai. You were incredibly perceptive. Now I just looked at the names. in the outfits. Now, truly, this is where I must leave you. Life is a long and winding journey, and I'm certain our paths will cross again in the future. Until then, ask that you keep on smiling and maintain that wonderful disposition of yours. Fare thee well, my friend. Oh, they're waving to us goodbye. Cool. I like the idea that my warrior flight smiles a lot after what Hirschfont told us. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And so we return to the island of the evil turtles. This looks like the vault. Come on, you red bastards. Is that the best you can do? There you are. The entrance is straight ahead. Good timing, I might add. Sounds like the whole garrison is headed straight for us. That looks like a boss arena.
Thieves! Come to steal our most precious treasures? You will pay for this sacrilege!
That's the spirit! Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another round.
Seize them!
Oh, what's that?
What in the world?
Things are flying. Wait, huh? Oh yeah, it's the things that we are supposed to reunite.
Who hath made us whole? Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes. A great kami of the sacred treasures. O great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations. Your faithful Kojin.
It was I who made you whole.
Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault? How auspicious! We do commend thee, son of man. Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides be chosen. And for their loyalty, we shall stand with the caretakers of our greater part.
Oh, perfect. A contest of wills, just what we need.
Hearken to us, shelled ones. Upon this day, your wish shall be granted. Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth, the ringing silence, the raging calm. All riseth and falleth at the whim of capricious fortune. Assume your marks upon the stage and embrace the coming chaos.
Mr. Cool Man, huh? Certainly looks cool. He created the Bermuda Triangle. This is why so many ships wreck.
We are Susano, and in revelry do we rejoice.
That's a primal standing in front of us, right?
And a horde of angry Kojin at our backs. Oh, this contest is getting worse by the moment. Lise, help me clear a path. Leave them to us and save your strength. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Make way! Make way!
Spoil not your appetite for the feast, children of man. The dish will be served whether you will it or no.
His voice is really great. Rejoice. It's another primal that loves warfare, just like Ravana. Epic. We should definitely talk strategy before we do anything else. That was not part of the plan. Kojin Primal was most definitely not part of the plan. Though I'm sure there is a perfectly logical explanation involving the aether stored in the treasures, and the religious fervor with which the Kojin guard them, or something. Pity Alphino isn't here to provide it. And just when I thought our fortunes had changed, I swear, if Soraban and his people knew this might happen. I swear, if Soraban and his people knew this might happen. No, somehow I doubt that. Even the Red seemed surprised by what happened. All rises and falls at the whim of capricious fortune, does it? Then the same goes for him. We have to defeat that primal. The Lord of the Revel. Alize may not have the best plan, but she has the only one. As before, our numbers limit our options. I wish I could claim to have a brilliant plan, but I don't. All I have is a desperate one. Lise, you and I will do our best to draw the Kojin away from the primal. We'll lead them on a wild dodo chase all over this isle. The rest of the plan, I'm afraid you can guess. I'm sorry, Jaguar, I truly am, but neither of us can even approach Susano, much less hope to defeat him, which means you're on your own. Yeah, because they would get tempered if they did try to fight with me. Well, who knows? It does have an awful lot of adventurer friends. Maybe some of them decided to take a fishing trip to the Far East and are surprisingly close by. Yes, and I speak fluent Hingan. Come on, there's no point putting this off. Pool of Tribute. Your efforts to wreak havoc on the Isle of Zeki and draw the Red Kojin away from their Imperial Masters have exceeded all expectations. Unfortunately, for reasons beyond your knowing, 2 of the sacred treasures stored in the Isle's vault reacted to the presence of the Yasukani no Magatama, summoning forth from the aether a great Kami Sazano, primal by another name. How fortunate that you have had the wisdom and foresight to invite several of your fellow adventurers on this journey to the Far East, and how kind they were to agree to help you torment the Red Kojin, for no single warrior, no matter how blessed or powerful, could ever hope to slay a primal on his own, despite what some wandering minstrels would have you believe. Alright, let's see if we can get a group together for this. Wait, let's put on Silence Echo as well. Alright, we got one tank. And now we wait. Actually, while I wait for this to fill, I'm going to go and do my next job quest. Lady Levivia has something to ask of her favorite pupil. Jaguar, I see you received my summons. You didn't receive my summons? 12 damn that Janquinard to the 7th hell and back. He's going to forgive me. There should be sufficient time for the condemnation of his soul after the 11th bell tarts. For now, I must speak to you of Kyokuho's training. Despite appearances, and attitude, and manners, and courting habits, a traveler from the East has proven quite motivated in his study of our ways. In fact, while you are off doing whatever it is you do, he successfully opened the next 4 gates of heaven. Anyways, preparations for the symposium have left me with little time to pick the boy's mind. But I've nevertheless managed to fully grasp the primitive concept of geomancy. In fact, I plan on incorporating several of the ideas as antidotes into my presentation. It is what my father would have wanted. Now, as to why I've called you here, Kyokuho is very close to tuning to the final heaven, the spear. I think it only fitting that his instructor be there to accompany him during his finest moment. And because I am obviously too occupied at the moment, I thought perhaps you could join him in my stead. Then it is settled. You shall guide young Kyokuho on his final steps to glory and enlightenment. just as I did you those many moons ago. Follow me outside, Jaguar. Let us bring our friends the good tidings together. That is odd. Could have sworn he was right here but a moment ago. Flore. Have you seen Kyokuho? Flore, are you even listening to me? If it is our Hingan novitiate you seek, he hurried out on the Athenium side entrance, not 5 heartbeats past. He was quite animated, even more than usual. A veritable one-man's mummer strategy, all full of jumping and flailing and pumping of fists. What could have unsettled the boy so? Suppose it might have been that letter I handed him. It was delivered just this morning. Kyokuho skimmed it over quickly, asked me several cursory questions about the heaven of ice, to which I gave several cursory answers, and then was gone. And you did not try and stop him? Why would I? He was leaving. Bah, if my intuition is correct, and it usually is, something in that missive has led Kyokuho to believe that he does not have much time left in Eurasia, and so he has set out for the Steel Vigil, that he might open the final gate and complete his training before he departs our realm. Jaguar, looks as if our plan is already in motion, to the Central Highlands. He believes he's going to die soon. Interesting. See here. There he is. Jaguar, this is the second time you've saved me from folly. Well, technically speaking is the first. You were merely standing around as Lady Leviva healed my wounds last... Right, I'll stop there. I know it makes little sense to leave without saying anything, despite the fact that you, Lady Leviva, and Janquinard were all but mere yalms away from where I stood. Some stories are already told, And who are we to struggle against the ebb and flow that carry us ever towards our fates? Alright, that was a poor excuse. The truth is, I've been summoned back to my homeland, was too ashamed to face those who had showed me so much support. So I thought to come here, open the gate to the final heaven, and then take the next trading galley out of Ulda before any of you realized I was gone. As you can see, things did not unfold as planned. But since you are here, perhaps we could have one last lesson, for old time's sake. Spear's blessings. Pawn shop ghost, welcome. The MSQ is going well. Right now I'm doing my job quests while I wait for a party to fill for Susano. Trying to do it on min-eye level. I see. Both power and compassion. The yin to the other's yang. It is as if the more I learn of your stars, the less I know. I think this may be the last I ever see of your heavens. I'm beginning to understand why your people treasure them so. And with the opening of the 6th, I've prepared my mind and soul for the 7th. The final gates that leads to true dominion over the elements, or so Lady Levova insists. Our conversations have been eye-opening, to say the least. She theorizes that our two schools may actually be one and the same, whereas astrologians look to the stars above to read their fates. We geomancers look to the star below and listen to its songs, and draw our answers from its whispers. Well, I'm certain my masters back in Hingashi would cringe upon hearing that a Westerner of not 20 summers believes she has grasped 1,000 generations of teaching. I am more willing to indulge her eccentricities now that I know she means no ill will. I only wish that we would have had more time to possibly see if there's some way we could have combined our knowledge to create something new. Something the world has never before seen. And with that, I bid you, Lady Levova, Quimperane, Muguenial, soft-skinned Fleuret, sweet-lipped Hierite, and that tall chap on the 2nd floor always mumbling about some star's magnitude. Even Jan Quinard did the fondest of farewells. I have a long journey ahead of me. If I do not leave now, I fear I will never be able to. Certainly seems like it's gonna be a fun fight. I love how he's another war-loving primal like Ravana, it seems like. Okay, let's go turn that in. You are back, but I do not see Kyokuho. Is he fawning over Fleur again? Back to Kingashi? Cannot say this was unexpected. Deck of 60 told me as much this morning. That, and I asked Jan Quinard what was written in the letter. What, you thought him above reading another's correspondence? You have given him far too much credit where none is due. Kyokuho is not a child. He knew what coming to Irzia would entail, and he knew that one day he would need to return to his homeland. While we may not always have agreed, almost never agreed, I did not come to respect the man and his, steely resolve. Allow him his space. If the stars deem it fitting, then he will be back. Perhaps it will be our turn for a journey over storm and sea. He's gone, and without saying goodbye? I cannot believe it. I will not believe it. Oh, what I would not give but one last moment with my brother, my soulmate, my... Lady Leviva told you I read his letter? Oh, well then. Yes, it will pain me to tell the other novitiates that Kyokuho has returned to his native lands far away on the other side of the world. I may even need to personally comfort those most stricken with grief by his sudden and tragic departure. But truth be told, I'm going to miss having the Hingen around. He certainly did liven up the place. Godspeed, Kyokuho. May your return journey leave you miserable and wet, but see you safely home. give it a few more minutes. If we don't get enough people, I'll just queue normally. Got our second healer. I will be right back. Alright. Few people that we had left, so I'm just gonna queue in through the duty finder. Yeah, healer queues are really fast. There he is. Let's do this.
Let the rebels begin!
His voice is great. Oh. Tank was taking a lot of damage there. Okay.
The seas part, for we alone.
Oh no. Got hit by that. That was a very skinny place to stand.
The seas part, for we alone.
Where is that? I think that's a skinny thing. Yeah, that is.
Our hearts sing in the chaos.
Oh. It's massive.
Wild and pure and forever free.
Let's destroy the sword. That's a cool effect on the ground. That was really cool.
Resilient souls, I salute you. Earth and stone at our beck and call.
Oh. Supposed to hide behind this. So we're destroying this one. Maybe we're supposed to follow the one with the arrow and destroy it.
or we alone.
Got the skinny line. Alright, I got it. I got it down. Let's pick the monk back up. He's doing a lot of damage. He's definitely no pushover. Oh, that's so cool. There's like a crack through the arena where the sword was. That's great. I love it when bosses have attacks that affect the arena like that. Yeah, punch up. The huge sword mechanic was great. Meanwhile, off the coast of Othard. Confederate people.
Nary a peep from the shellbacks, sir. It's enough to make one wonder.
Is that
The Red have
Sorbonne?
sounded the alarm.
It is.
The Isle of Zeki under attack. Fierce fighting in the stronghold. The vault breached by outsiders and strange tales from deep within. All this the Red cannot ignore. Even now, they abandon their posts and flock to the Isle. The Garleans are powerless to stop them.
I'll be damned they did it. Well, Captain, wagers notwithstanding, I dare say we will not have a better opportunity to drive the Imperials from Asari and rescue our men. On the other hand, naught was put in writing, but if your mind is made up, then that is that. I should add that if you were to change your mind, none would gainsay your decision, nor think you beholden to your past. Nor would anyone begrudge you a spot of revenge into the bargain. Like the little miss said, we knew this day would come.
What'll it be?
Isari may be a rotting husk, but at least the tavern keeper never watered down his drinks.
Well said for a temperate man.
We've all got masks.
Hear me, comrades! We made a bargain with the Eorzeans, and I mean to uphold our end of it. I mean to remind the Garleans that this is our sea, that all here belongs to the Confederacy.
Epic.
All that is theirs is ours for the taking, and take it we shall. We will strip them of everything they hold dear.
This one is iron. My hands will break before he speaks.
Kami give me strength. Are you good at anything? I'd hoped this might prove more productive than blind inquiries, but I see you are determined to waste my time. Very well. Line them up. Kill one for every question he refuses to answer.
Oh no.
Hurt them, and you will get naught from me.
You have given me precisely that thus far, so what have I to lose? Mark me, samurai. I will find Lord here, be it with your help or with your heads.
Now would be a good time for the Confederacy to show up. Yep. Called it.
Scum! You will pay for that!
They've come to save us!
And this after I took such pains to cow them. Even pirates have their pride, I suppose. Enough to march to their deaths, no less. Oh, the stupidity of it all. It truly is a sickness. I shall just have to lance the boil. Drain them of every last trace of honor and compassion. Every last drop.
My lady, I'm going outside. Oh! The Kami are not finished with you yet.
Nice. Everyone is saved. Oh yeah, we're back here. Still battling the turtles.
There's no end to them. They just keep coming.
Then we must be doing something right. We have to hold out for as long as we can. He's counting on us.
Susanoo is slain! Slain by the Shellless One!
Is it true? Did you defeat him? Well, in that case, how do you fancy helping us keep the Kojin occupied until the Confederacy make their move? Speak of the devils, that's coming from Isari.
I think we've done all we can here. Let's withdraw and make for the village.
Right. Although, they don't seem keen to let us go.
Hear me, Kojin of the Red. We have no quarrel with you, only your Imperial masters. No more blood need be shed this day. I pray you let us go in peace.
Interesting reasoning with them.
You dare speak to us of peace? Your flesh will feed the fishes, thief! Attack!
Now's our chance. Don't worry about her, she can handle herself.
Nice. I'll say OP.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?
Okay, to Asari. Light shining through the water is really beautiful. I think we're safe. I didn't see any Kojin following us. Wait here. I'm going back for LSA. Coming with you. No, absolutely not. Stayed behind so that you could escape. Even though I know that. I was the one who dragged you all into this. It was my fight, not yours. I knew that from the start, but I also knew that I couldn't do it alone. But I've asked too much and let too much happen to you all. I have to make this right, and I have to do it on my own. So let me go, please. I'm asking you as a friend. I have to help her. You can start by finding me a towel and some bandages. Brr. LSA. Yeah, Ruby C is also becoming one of my favorite areas in the game. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I said I was going to distract them, not make a heroic and ultimately futile last stand. Who does that anyways? For the love of... This is stupid. You're embarrassing yourself. And me. Shut up and let me have this. Right, that wasn't so bad, was it? Now then, we need to hurry back to Asari. They didn't follow you, did they? I gave you enough time to escape. Yep. Good to hear my selfless act of heroism achieved the desired effect. You needn't worry, by the way. I'm not intending to make a habit of this. I don't see any soldiers. You think the Confederacy drove them off? Tide goes in, Imperials go out. Lisa's not sure what to make of Asari. Something definitely happened here. I see several people who look like they might be injured. Let's give them a hand and find out what we missed. Do I need help? Oh, I'll be fine. It's nothing that won't heal. You should go after Lise. I remember you. You're the one who saved me from the Doman catchers. Thanks to you, we've managed to rescue the fishermen and my kidnapped comrades, one of whom joined the Confederacy with me long ago. Would have broken my heart to have had to bury him. Oh, and if you're looking for the captain, you'll find him in the tavern. There's another one over here. Thank you, my child. When the fighting started, I tried to run and hide, but fell and could not regain my feet. Thought for sure that we would all be slaughtered, but the pirates drove them off. I never thought I would see the day when the Confederacy came to our aid. Wah! Oh, or not an Imperial. Is it over? Kami be praised. I was certain she would have us all killed and then burn Isari to the ground, or kill us after making us watch, or barricade us in our homes before putting them to the torch. Back already? What have you learned? At the tavern, you say. In that case, we should find Lise and speak with him together. Hey, there's the man.
My Eorzean friends. Saw the smoke, did you? A pity you did not come sooner, though I gather you were busy elsewhere.
Gosetsu! You're alive. You're all alive.
And full of vim and vigor. Did I not tell you I was no stranger to chains?
The fighting cannot have lasted long. Where are all the Imperials?
Fled. They stood their ground for a time, until it became clear that their Korgian reinforcements would not be coming. We took some few casualties, but my deeper regret is having let Yotsuyu slip through my fingers. That bodyguard of hers may be a half-wit, but he's a mean bastard on the battlefield.
In any event, I imagine all involved are satisfied with this outcome. So far as the Empire is concerned, the Confederacy attacked Isari in retaliation for the Viceroy's actions, and without the aid of insurrectionists, I might add. Suffice it to say, we are prepared to be the subject of their undivided attention for the foreseeable future.
Doma shall be free, this we swear.
An impossible claim, yet one spoken with such conviction that I cannot choose but believe it.
Your assistance would be most welcome. Nevertheless, we shall do our utmost to spare you undue danger. We are already in your debt.
Nay, little miss, all debts are paid. For by your deeds, many still live who elsewise would not. Let both parties count their blessings, and may fortune continue to favor us all.
You still seek to bring freedom to our people, then? You will go to Yansha.
I have faith that our allies yet live. Once we have found them, we will plan our next step.
Yansha was the crucible of the rebellion. What happened here pales in comparison to what Yotsuyo did there. Remember this. Fear changes men. Have care in whom you place your trust.
And with that, we must take our wounded home. Oh, your shellback friend sends his regards and looks forward to your next meeting. Try not to die before then, eh?
Nice. I guess we'll see Sorbonne again sometime. Unexplained. Oh, all we have left for this zone is one aether current somewhere. According to my map, the plains of Yanxia lie to the west. Of note is one river, upon the shores of which Doma was built. This is it, finally headed into the heart of Doma. Can't help but be a little nervous. Silence in 3 parts, though he's less than the picture of perfect health. Gosetsu is ready to resume his journey to Yanxia. Oh, nice, pawn shop. So you're going through Stormblood as well. Nice. Can't wait to see what the rest of this expansion has as well. You did well, Jaguar. Were it not for the tremendous strength and bravery of you and yours, many innocent souls would have suffered terrible fates. Though I knew the Confederacy would be loath to meet Imperials in battle, I also knew that if any could win them over, it would be you. Welcome back, Denai. Truly yours is a heroic spirit that inspires men to rise above their circumstances, to strive for something greater. It will be an honor to travel with you again. Now then, let us not squander the Confederacy's gift. Yanxia and my countrymen await. There's a tunnel to the southwest. We need but follow it to reach our destination, with me. Alright. First I want to find this last aether current. To the east. Probably travel faster underwater on a mount. Northeast. To the west. Guess I went too far. "17 yalms. Close." Oh, here it is. Right on top of this house here. Cool. Can AFK and lives at work. Nice.
We cannot rest here for long. This place is not safe. Mayhap nowhere is, if thieves can breach our vaults. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect these treasures, and we shall not fail for want of effort.
So, this is why you abandoned your posts. And without a word of explanation at that. Rather thoughtless of you, was it not?
These guys are in danger.
Lady Yotsuyo, pray forgive us our absence, but our home was under attack, our vaults plundered by outsiders.
Did you even pause to consider the possibility that it might be a diversion? What is the point of contracting your services if you are not here when they are required? It is my solemn charge to bring these vermin to heel. To torment them, body and soul, until all they hold dear is as bitter ashes in their mouths. And then you go and ruin everything! Well, there's naught to be gained in belaboring the point. All that remains is to administer your punishment.
Wait, my lady!
No. No, it's no good. There's just no joy in it. No release. There needs to be some investment. They were negligent imbeciles deserving of punishment, but it was hardly personal. 10,000 such Korjin could not satisfy me half so well as a single Doman.
Dang, that's kind of racist.
And what do we have here? One of the vaunted treasures of the Red? The craftsmanship is certainly impressive. Mayhap we can use it to make amends.
R.I.P. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
How long before Lord Xenos reinstates me, do you reckon? I've got unfinished business back in Eorzea.
There's only 3 of them. One of them must be still alive somewhere.
Is serving me really so unbearable? At least pretend to enjoy, you witless lump! If you are so desperate to earn a way back to Eorzea, then be quiet and do as you're told. And bring that sword while you're at it.
Should have taken some treasure back when we were at that vault to give to Tataru to fund Tataru's get-rich-quick scheme.
I remember the silence. How the talking stopped when we first set foot on the plains of Yansha.
This place looks nice and peaceful. That
Before us
doesn't look
stood
quite
yet
so
another
peaceful.
wall, and through a great Magitech field we glimpsed Doma Castle. I'll never forget the sight, or the anger I felt that day. Life, liberty, hope, so much lost, so much taken. As we walked through that war-torn land, no one said a word.
Oh, it's Tiger. Nice. Yeah, Tataru is on her grind set. There's a weariness, desolation, emptiness. This place, I don't know what I expected. Yes, this is far enough. Ere we proceed further, I should speak of Yanksha and what became of her. Of what lies beyond the Great Wall at the heart of Doma. We should be glad to hear it, Is it wise for us to have this conversation here, on the road, out in the open? Once, your caution would be warranted, but no longer. Xenos did not linger after he crushed the rebellion. He appointed Yatsuyo to act in his stead and quit these lands for fresh sport. The acting viceroy was no less merciless than her master. Without warning, her men would march into villages and search for radical elements, killing and torturing any who dared resist, and then, as quickly as they had come, they left. Satisfied that the memory of these purges would keep the people in line, she relaxed her grip on Yangsha. What need for the leash when the dog is broken? The village of Namai lies to the west. Though I doubt the Imperial's present, let us proceed with caution. This tiger's eyes are very red. Might need to get some sleep, bro. Even if there aren't any soldiers in the village, it would be foolish to simply stride in and announce ourselves. Seems peaceful enough to me. There she is, the humble village of Namai. How delicious her rice, how sweet her persimmons. Too long has it been since I saw her with mine own eyes, and for a mercy, the Imperials appear to be absent. Life after Doma. Gosetsu is demonstrating uncharacteristic restraint. Let no man claim that I am reckless. Prudence has ever been my watchword. Jaguar, venture closer if you would. Confirm that there are no soldiers lurking about.
We may be in luck. I don't see a single Imperial soldier.
That's good.
Then there is no need to remain hidden. Let us go and greet them as friends.
Yeah. New friends.
I'm going too.
Good people of Namai, hearken to me. We come in peace and desire only information, to learn of recent events.
Isn't that the General?
Lord Gosetsu, can we preserve your right? He lives.
Well, these people know Gosetsu.
I say, brothers and sisters, is aught amiss? Why do you regard me as one with a wild beast? Why is there fear in your eyes? Why do you tremble so?
Oh, is it because he used to work for the Empire?
Ah, but of course, you fear me a vengeful spirit of the dead. Rest assured, naught could be further from the truth. For am I not corporeal? Are my feet not firmly set upon the ground?
What should we do? If they catch him here, you know what will happen.
Of all the times for him to turn up, has the old fool lost his mind?
You! But why have you come here? What do you want from us?
I know not who you are to speak thus to your elders, boy, but mine only desire is to be received with the hospitality owed a humble traveler, not the fear and trepidation one might afford a wrathful shade.
What you going on about? Actually, never mind, just come with me, now!
Uh-oh. Something more is going on here. Who is this boy? Where is he taking us? Judging from the reactions of the villagers, it's probably for the best that we left. I do not understand it. Was it not clear that we wished to remain a while? I do not know who you people think you are, but do you have any idea what would happen to us if you were found in our village? Again, you address us with unwarranted spite. I've let your impropriety pass until now, but no longer. Who are you, boy, to speak to me thus? Know you not who I am? I am Isse of Namai, a farmer, like my father before me, his father before him. I wouldn't expect a man like you to know who I am, but I know you. We all do. Lord Kain's retainer and leader of the rebellion, Gosetsu, notorious fugitive, wanted dead or alive by the Empire. Oh, so they're afraid that he's gonna get caught in their village and they're gonna punish the village, do terrible things to them. Ha 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 ha. Is that what this was all about? I'm hardly the first man to earn the ire of the Empire, nor will I be the last. Was not Namai home to brave and true warriors who fought beneath our banners for king and country? They fought and died, every last one. Then the Imperials came looking for more, because of them. They were this close to killing us all, to burning our village to the ground. We've only just begun to enjoy some semblance of peace. Never again. Never again, do you understand? We've had enough of you and yours. Whatever it is you're plotting, leave us out of it. Impassioned as his pleas may be, surely he must know that I cannot leave things as they are. But for now, I will respect his wishes. Must continue on towards our final destination, House of the Fierce, proud headquarters of the Doman Liberation Front. There's a secret entrance to the north of Namai, by way of a small spring. Come, I will show you. Don't mind me, people who don't want me here. I'm just gonna come in and tune to this aetheryte. getting kind of late here, so that's gonna be all for today. Thank you for joining me, Deny Pawn Shop. Good to have you guys around. My stream schedule is in the description if you want to join again in the future. And yeah, be continuing Stormblood here. Alright. Good night.